Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Rady's Rise. We're back here at super sunny Clearwater, Toyota, and guess what? We have that car that's won so many awards over the years. They don't even have a trophy case big enough to keep all the awards. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this car here. This is the redesigned 2025 Toyota Camry. This particular one is the XLE trim. But before we get into this mid-size hybrid only sedan, let's talk about what's going on here. So you heard correctly, for 2025, there's one engine and one engine only, and it's a hybrid. Now that may sound like a bad thing, but one of the very good things is the amazing MPGs that you're gonna get with this mid-size sedan. Now for 2025, they changed up the styling, they brought a little bit more tech, but what I wanna find out is, hands down, is this the best Toyota hybrid to go with? Better than a Prius, better than a Corolla hybrid? Let's go ahead, let's dive into this one and find out. Right off the bat, first time ever seeing the XLE trim in that color heavy metal. And even though I've seen these more in the sportier trims, it looks great on this XLE. You'll notice for 2025, all new headlight housing. Love the way they drip the LED turn signals and daytime running lamps into that lower portion of the headlight housing, and you have a double stacked LED headlight. Functional corner air curtains, and everything painted in that beautiful heavy metal color. Now, as we come across the front, let me know what you think about the face of this new Camry. Now, you are going to get a forward-facing camera on the XLE trim, functionality up top, functionality all down the lower end. And it's crazy because I honestly feel that they have blurred the lines between the Lexus and this Camry. And if you've seen the new ES, the pictures of the ES, this Camry looks way better. They really got uniquely creative with the new Lexus ES. I'm not so sure if I'm digging it. I'll have to wait until I see it in person. But definitely this Camry with the color heavy metal looks fantastic. And if you're a NASCAR fan, the latest gen Cup cars that are Camrys look absolutely menacing on the racetrack. But let me know what you think about the face of this new Camry. Now, as we rise up, I love that long hood, drips down, that Toyota badge with the clean, concise body lines. I really think that Toyota's nailing the style on all their vehicles, especially this Camry and of course the new Prius. Now, as we come around the bend, what are we working with wheel and tire? When you go XLE, these are the wheels you're gonna get. Machine aluminum, gloss black. And if you're wondering, well, Joe, what's the size of the wheel? 18-inch wheel. Tires are 235 on the width, 45 series sidewall. It is interesting that they don't have on the XLE trim a 19-inch wheel, especially when you look at the Honda Accord. But I guess you could say, well, this car looks better than the new Accord, and I would agree with you. The new Accord is not my favorite generation, but I feel for the luxury trim, that's the XLE, I feel like this does have the proper looking wheel with our heavy metal. Now, as we come down the side, I love the way they do this crisp indentation in the fender that brings the belt line all the way down the side of the vehicle. Color matched on your mirror caps. We do have 360-degree cameras and super small LED turn signals. Up top, you're gonna get a panoramic sunroof. And I love the fact that they black everything out. They paint the rear black, the front of the roof black, color matched on the door handles, and then everything body colored all the way down. Really nice look. Especially, like I said, the way it's blurring the lines between Lexus and Toyota. Now, working our way towards the rear, this is the one zonk. I don't like what they did here. They should have kept this glass or not even put anything at all rather than the gloss black. Spinning it around, like I said, that belt line coming into the rear fender, into the quarter panel. You can get your Camry front wheel drive. This one's front wheel drive or all wheel drive. You can't do that on Accord. And then just a simple clean trunk lid. Would have been nice to have a color matched trunk lid spoiler. Just a little bit to give it that little something something. It's almost like, remember that guy? Whatever happened to that guy? Who knows what the hell he's doing? LED lighting on the taillights. Everything looking great. Of course, we got our new badging. Toyota's very proud of that badge. Hybrid electric vehicle. The Camry, they spell it out for you. XLE, you can brag to all your friends. And then working our way down to ground level, it's super clean. Just some gloss black. I'm kind of on the fence with it. I wish they would have just painted it body color. But let me know what you think about the front, the back, the sides, the top, and the bottom of this Camry in the comment section. I'm gonna go pop the hood and we could talk about MPGs. All right, guys, we got the hood pop. There is a prop rod. I am gonna zonk that. There should be just a hood strut to hold the hood open. Underneath the hood though, this is the winner. This is that tried and true bulletproof 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline four. Now, what kind of power are we looking at? You're looking at 228 horsepower when you combine that 2.5 liter inline four with the electric motor. It does have a CVT, but remember it is a CVT where the first gear is solid and then you have the CVT belt system after that. 0 to 60 in 7 seconds, top speed 115 miles an hour and is governed to 115 miles an hour. The vehicle weighs 3,620 pounds, but here's the kicker, MPGs. Remember, this is a mid-size sedan. 48 in the city, 47 on the highway, and 47 combined. That is freaking ridiculous. Ridiculously good. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire this up and see it roll. All right, guys, we are inside this 2025 heavy metal XLE trim of the new Camry. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I need a new car. I have driven the wheels off my old Toyota Corolla. I've always go with Toyota. I have a Toyota tramp stamp on my back that I've had for a while now. So I got to go Toyota. How much is this one? Camry XLE. This particular one is at $41,000. But let's see what you get when you go Camry XLE. To the door panels. I'm not the biggest fan of what they've done for 2025. I don't like that cloth material. It's like a microfiber suede material. Not my favorite. I guess on a good day, it's okay. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. They do some nice stitching on the armrest and it is soft touch. And you do have flat black around the switchgear, which is great. And then down below, you have enough room for an Einstein bagel, make mine and everything, with a nice large cream cheese schmear and a small cappuccino. Now going from the door panel to the dash, more of that microfiber cloth material. It's like Alcantara. I guess I like the design. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Am I getting too old that this looks fuddy-duddy? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. I do like the way they did the design that blends into the AC vents. And then slide on in, you do get the 12.3-inch infotainment system. It has that usual multimedia Toyota software. Really easy to use. You got your 80s on 8. That's how we roll here on Rady's Rides. Let me throw it into reverse. Backup camera, the resolution is beautiful. Finally, they could get some nice backup cameras in here. You got your trajectory, you got your 360, and then working your way down, dual climate with your ventilated seats and heated seats, 3 stages apiece. Down below, we got wireless charging, a USB-A, 2 USB-Cs, a place for 4 paydays, 2 cup holders. There's your Camry key fob. I wish they would update this, make it look nicer. So I am gonna zonk the key fob. This is gonna control your CVT. And you do have your 3 modes, Sport, Normal, and Eco. Soft material with the stitching. Open it up, you got a 12 volt, and you have enough room in there to where you could put, I would say, 2 tackle boxes. So you're going to Long John Silver's, you're getting your tackle box, or you could get one of those fuel up boxes from KFC. It's like $7 and you get a couple pieces of chicken, some mashed potatoes. I think you get some kind of biscuit, and Steven's favorite, you get these cherry pie bites. He loves those. And then the seats, the leather, The Alcantara, let me know if you're digging that. I'm still not sold on it. Electric assist for the passenger, electric assist for the driver. Up top, you got that power shade with our panoramic sunroof. Oh yeah, vitamin D, baby. Just make sure you put some sunscreen on, because you don't want to get skin cancer. Here's the scary thing. Let me tell you the scary thing about skin cancer. 5% of all the cancers that people get, throat cancer, rectal cancer, testicular cancer, breast cancer, skin cancer is 5% of all the different cancers that people get. What's scary about it is about 90% of the people that get skin cancer die from it. So make sure you put on your sunscreen and check your body for any oddities. But why don't you get your butt over here? I want to show you behind the wheel of this Camry. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. We do have our electric assist for the seats, which are great. And you do get 2 memory seat settings, so you can let somebody borrow your Camry. Sitting here, I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of room, even with the sunroof. Let me see if I can get a little lower. Nope, that's as low as I could go, but I still got plenty of room even with the panoramic sunroof. Nice leather on the steering wheel, some contrast stitching. Not my favorite of horn buttons, but I like the fact that it is mostly flat black on the switchgear. It is a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then of course you do have your 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster with your different modes. Sport, I like the way the Camry comes out of nowhere. It's like bam. So 3 modes, keep it simple. I'm all about keeping it simple. Tons of info within the gauges, and there's a head-up display. But why don't we go ahead, let's get into the back seat, because I want to take you for a spin in this hyper-miling Camry. All right, guys, back seat time, and it's crazy because even though you have the battery pack for the hybrid system back here, still plenty of room. 6 feet tall, remember? Not even close to the headliner. And we have that panoramic sunroof. I like the large pockets in here. You could put a Discman, maybe a Walkman. It's kind of nice to listen to things on the old media. Maybe you could even get like a battery operated record player or a USB. I wonder, is there a USB powered record player? Believe it or not, I know you're probably laughing like, Joe, how can you have a record player in a car? It's gonna skip and stuff. Well, guess what? Back in the 1950s, there were certain vehicles you could option a freaking record player that was built into the dash. Just saying. Now, you do have your command center in the back, some AC vents, which is a plus, USB-A and a USB-C. How many times you've been in a new car and they don't have any more USB-As and you're SOL trying to charge your phone? So it's nice to have everybody covered. Seats feel good. Pull this bad boy down. Look at this. Ooh, Charmin soft with 2 cup holders. But let's get into the trunk because I want to take you for a spin in this Camry. All right, guys. Once upon a time, there weren't any SUVs. You just had sedans and station wagons. But the great news about the Camry, even though it is a sedan, you're still going to get a ton of cargo space. Hit the button, flips right up. You got over 15 cubic feet of space. And this is that amount of room, even with it being a hybrid. The rear seats do a 50-50 split fold down, and you do get a spare, which is great. Whenever you see the jack, you know that you got a spare. If there's no jack, there's no spare. It's that simple. It's sort of like if there's no jack, there's no Jill. And if there's no Jill, there's no jack. But why don't we go ahead? If you're ready, I'm ready. If there's Rady's Rides, there's On Throttle. So let's go for a spin in this Camry. All right, guys, we're inside this 2025 Toyota Camry XLE. Right away, I love the updates to the interior. My favorite thing are the seats. They may not be my favorite looking seats, but they are my favorite when it comes to comfort and support. Feel absolutely phenomenal. Visibility, of course, is great out the front, great out the back, and the side mirrors are just the right amount of real estate mirror-wise to where you could really take care of what is next to you and not have to worry about the blind spots. Getting to that 12.3-inch infotainment system is well within reach. You got your 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. And even though this does have a CVT, It is probably the best one in the industry, because that first, it actually has a first gear to it, believe it or not. But it's quiet, and with the simulated shifts, it feels pretty natural, like a traditional torque converter automatic transmission. You're not getting a ton of wind noise or road noise, even though we're on some pretty ripped up pavement here. Kind of cleans up right around here. You'll see right there. Really, really nice. Good handling to the overall suspension, but also good ride quality as well. And with it being a hybrid, that's actually going to help your handling because of the lower center of gravity, which is nice. And then we're going to go on throttle. You ready? On throttle. So, not the fastest of the midsize sedans, but still has plenty of pep. You got your head-up display, which is great. And I love the comfort in here. That's really where the Camry stands out. But the fact that you get 48 miles to the gallon in this thing blows my freaking mind. It really does. It's stupendous. And we all know that that engine is bulletproof, that 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline 4 that's paired to the hybrid system. It's been around for years, very, very reliable. But nice, smooth ride quality. If you want a little sportier, you could go XSE, of course. But the fact that they're using leather in this XLE is really nice. And the fact that they've upped the ante when it comes to the technology, the larger 12.3 inch, 12.3 inch on the digital gauge cluster. Heated and ventilated seats is another big plus. But here we go. On throttle. This one's front wheel drive, so you did get a little bit of tire slippage. You can get all the Camry trims, including the LE, you can get with all-wheel drive. But brakes feel good. Very good, predictable handling, which is nice. It's not as sporty, even when you go XSE as, say, an Accord, but it's very predictable. And I think you're really going to enjoy that. And they did do some work with the steering rack to give you better feel and better feedback. And you could feel the difference. But a really nice environment. You got the 10-speaker JBL sound system and plenty of connectivity and wireless charging, which is nice as well. But I'm hoping that this has been a good, quick overall review of what this Camry is bringing for 2025. We're going to get back to Clearwater Toyota and wrap this one up. So I will see you in a split second. All right, guys, another day, another awesome Toyota to bring to you here at Clearwater Toyota. Definitely got to thank Chris and the rest of the crew getting us access to this heavy metal XLE trim of the new Camry. Let me know what you think. Is this the best way to go, the only way to go, if you want a hybrid Toyota sedan? Or are you going to go Prius? Or maybe you go Camry, maybe you go Corolla instead of the Camry. Let me know in the comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rides family. Gotta give up to Stephen Flood, doing the business, working out, eating his turkey sticks, and everything else. So thank you, Stephen, for taking such excellent care of yourself. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.